From the Ohio AgNet, voice you know with the News You Trust studio. Sponsored by Grain Equipment Company, where innovation meets execution. I'm Joel Penarwood. Good Friday to you and yours. Hope you have a great Easter weekend. Have the windows open here at the broadcast studio. Holy cow, it is nice out there. And planters, some of them are rolling over in our neck of the woods. Since all eyes are on the weather, let's check in with that. Thanks to Seed Consultants. Simply better performance. Online at seedconsultants.com. Here's Ryan.
Warmer air dominates your Friday afternoon. I'm Chief Meteorologist Ryan Martin. Let's take a look at your forecast update. Strong south flow is really helping to bump temperatures up now. Unfortunately, this strong south flow is ahead of our upcoming frontal system. A couple of warm fronts lifting through. The first one is already through, and we're seeing the benefits of that. The second one is going to come through tonight. That's what triggers our rounds of moisture for tomorrow and into Sunday. And then a cold front coming through Sunday night into early Monday. All in, all done. I think anywhere from 1/4 to 1.5 inches with coverage around 90%. Well, actually 100% of the Buckeye State. Next week, in the north, I think we're mostly dry. Better chances of rain farther south. I'm Ryan Martin.
Thanks, Ryan. And in already saturated grounds, it does make you wonder what planting conditions will be like after those rains move through. Speaking of, University of Illinois agronomists have some perspectives on planting into wet soils.
We don't want to plant if the soil is too wet just because of, that's not a good start for the crops. It's probably going to have a negative impact on emergence and establishment, and you're not setting yourself to having a good stand.
That's Giovanni Prezafontes. In news, the Trump administration is planning to severely scale back or outright eliminate funding for many programs across the U.S. Department of Agriculture. That's coming from documents from the White House. In those documents, the Office of Management and Budget directed USDA to develop plans to consolidate its local, county-based offices around the country into state committees that would service the FSA, NRCS, and rural development work. USDA Secretary Brooke Rollins last month called those agencies, along with the Risk Management Agency, the most farmer-facing mission area at USDA, which producers rely on every day. Most counties have a local office of Farm Service Agency and NRCS. Yesterday saw the release of the April 1st Cattle on Feed report. In a recap, 11.6 million head of cattle in U.S. feedlots as of April 1. That's down 2% from a year ago. Steers made up 62% of the total, while heifer numbers dropped 4% year over year. Placements in March totaled 1.84 million head. That's up 5% from that of 24. While that might sound like a sharp jump, analysts note that placements last March were unusually low, down 12% from the year before, making this year's number more of a rebound than a surge. Every weight category saw year-over-year increases, with states like Idaho, Nebraska, and Kansas posting notable gains in placements. Fed cattle marketing is also slightly up at 1.73 million head. Analysts view the report overall as neutral to slightly bearish. Marketers were expecting to focus more on recent cash cattle price gains rather than the placement uptick. A quick note to pass along. The Ohio AgNet will be traveling to Wilmington College coming up on April 22nd. That's next Tuesday, to attend their annual Earth Day Ag Day event that celebrates agriculture's mutually important relationship with the Earth's sustainability. Stay tuned next Tuesday for our talks there, and stay tuned as up next, we'll take a look at a market recap for the week.
AmeriHealth Caritas Ohio is your Medicaid plan for more benefits, more rewards. We know that good health means more than just seeing a doctor when you're sick. Eligible members can receive extras like home-delivered meals and family essentials, like baby carriers and kids' school supplies. Members can even earn rewards for playing mobile health trivia games. Learn more at AmeriHealthCaritasoh.com and call the Ohio Medicaid Consumer Hotline at 1-800-324-8680 to choose AmeriHealth Caritas Ohio.
Markets are closed today for Good Friday, but still plenty of action to recap from this week. Ryan Martin checks in for a quick update.
Grain markets finished mixed on Thursday. No market trade for Good Friday. The markets will open back up Sunday night for Monday trade. Yesterday, President Trump suggested once again that he is going to be able to reach a trade deal with the EU and China. However, as we look at China, they continue to secure Brazilian soybeans all the way into October, just in case that deal does not happen before late summer and fall. So that's nothing new. But again, going into the 3-day holiday weekend, I think there was a lot of risk wanting to come off the table in case there are some wild and crazy headlines. I'm Ryan Martin.
And thanks, Ryan. Let's turn our eyes over to what market numbers are showing as they rounded out trade yesterday and are off for a nice 3-day weekend. May corn closed at 482.5, down 1 3/4. December new crop corn 466.25, down half a cent. May soybeans down 3 pennies to 10.35 3/4 per bushel. November new crop soybeans 10.31 3/4, a drop of 2.5 cents. While January beans off 1 3/4 to 10.43 3/4. That's for 26 contracts, of course. July wheat up half a cent to 561.5. September wheat 575 3/4, up 3/4 of a penny for those contracts. Markets brought to you by Seed Consultants. Simply better performance. Online at seedconsultants.com. April live cattle $2.75 higher to 209.83 per hundredweight. June live cattle at 204.08. That's a $2 gain. May hogs up 25 cents to 90.40. June hogs gaining 8 cents to 98.03. And August feeder cattle, $1.43 upward to $290.88. Milk having a good time as well as May milk class 3, 39 cents higher to a price of $18.30. For the Ohio Ag Dat, I'm Joel Norwood. Happy Easter, and thanks for tuning in.